So far we've delivered 3 professional developments and we've had the teachers come through into the classrooms. So what do you think we need to do for spring semester? Well, actually, let's back up. Do you think we need to do a December training with the teachers and everything?
Well, the thing about a December training, I think if we feel like we have to do, if there's some teachers who are giving us feedback to say that there are some things that they want to have together prior to the start of the new school, the beginning of the
Okay.
following year, then that one maybe should definitely be looked at as an online
Okay.
sort of self-paced, and do the one-on-one face-to-face if needed, just depending on
Okay.
what the feedback is.
Okay. And we could do a December class, let it be online, and it could be the prereq to
The next,
maybe in January. And we can leave it optional for them so that it's not like, oh, you have to work over your break.
right,
So we can do that. Okay, so
Yeah.
we'll do an optional December, which could lead into the
right,
next
because
part.
I think what's happened is, just to elaborate a little more about that, is the fact that we've had those trainings and it's almost been, because we're phase one, the introduction thereof, release a little bit,
Right.
kind of getting some feedback about how do they feel about it, what's going on, what do you feel like you still need to work on, or there's some things you want to implement in your classroom but you don't know how to effectively do it. And so those are the ones that we kind of been able to, it's been a few, and then there's some other teachers who've probably just jumped in the mix
Yes.
and haven't found the time. So I think December, if you just give them an opportunity during
Okay.
their time at leisure for that December training, in a sense that they can look at, and then we can kind of come back together to
Okay.
kind of build January out a little better.
Okay.
So when we do a broader one for the entire
Right.
campus, then it'll hit everybody regardless of where they are.
Okay, and we definitely have at least 2 levels
I
with
agree.
everybody. We have some who are very, very advanced who could lead the class themselves.
Absolutely.
And then we have some who are still in the foundation.
Yeah.
So I was thinking that we'll get some district people to come in and work with those who are advanced.
Yes.
Because some of them are more advanced than me.
Absolutely.
They've totally covered everything that I know how to teach. And so I think we can have some district people come in, work with them with some STEM projects and coding things
Oh
for the
yeah,
children.
absolutely. I was thinking the same exact thing, especially the coding scenario with the coding bots and things like
Yes,
that.
and we have all that on campus. The
Yeah.
district purchased it, and that's out of my realm.
Yeah.
So we'll get some district people to come in to do that, and then for those people who are still in the basics, we can continue to work with them.
I think that's perfect.
Okay, and so we'll continue with that. Then let's see, we do have STAR coming up, and so we need to think about how we're gonna work
So
around the
incorporate-
schedules, because once we come back in January, that's everything.
Yes.
But I do know that the teachers have found this to be beneficial, and we want to continue it.
Yes.
So we'll have to do that. Our online survey came back just like we thought. A lot of high level people and then
The
lower level. So again, the 2 classes are going to have to continue. Every team does have their person though, who seems to be working with them. Is a good lab classroom.
Oh, okay,
So-
great.
We'll continue with that.
Mm-hmm.
Miss Filler is our STEM person,
Absolutely.
and she's been hosting the classrooms and allowing the people to come in and out and watch
Okay.
what she's doing. So then I think the next thing we need to work on is the parent involvement, because the whole component of blended learning is
The parents.
the children being able to access everything from home. So I know some of the children, it's a concern because they don't have.
And that's what I was going to
Computers.
say. What I'm finding is, even with me having older kids, of course, have cell phones and things like
Mhm.
that, some of them may not have Wi-Fi at home, or
Okay.
just internet access, even though they have cell phones, and some things they can actually do, they're being hindered a little bit because perhaps the speed, the
speed,
data, stuff like that, they're not able to access some of those things. So those students
Okay.
have to come in the morning to let me know, hey, I wasn't able to do it. So we're running into challenges on this campus as it relates to that. But one of the things that I was thinking, I know that's a lot for us, was, we do have the support of our parent, not liaison, but I can't remember.
The parent teacher coordinator.
There you go. That
Okay.
she's willing to be able to continue to offer
Okay.
those courses. She has computers. She tells me all the time, I have accessibility in here. If they need to come
Good.
in, they can come in. Parents can log on because she has it set up there. So then that way the parents get a little more familiar. But also on the flip side of those kids who don't have access at home, that can't, or parents can't even, in addition to,
Right.
to be able to allow them an opportunity perhaps.
Right.
I don't know if we could do it maybe twice, I don't know, just about.
Well, we could probably have the computer lab open in
and
the
that's what I was
mornings.
talking about, so they can go in and do homework, but we would have to have a monitor for that, and I don't mind. I'm just saying.
Maybe laptop carts can go around the pods,
Yeah.
or maybe the library, since we have the librarian now. I do want us to promote, Verizon offers a discount.
Okay.
The going to the Sienna Library, because and then even like Starbucks. If the parent takes the child to Starbucks, a lot of the restaurants in the area is free Wi-Fi. I think even the Jack in the Box has it. So
you know what? That may be something to include in the newsletter.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Now, what I'm finding is when I put my newsletter in Schoology, I don't know if the parents are still a little hesitant. It's there, but I get better feedback when I email that. So I still put it, but if I do that, then it might make them make the,
So publicizing Schoology is our learning management system and letting them know you got to check into this, and that's another thing that we need to push.
Okay.
So I would say overall we had a good semester.
Yes.
We've done the trainings, we've had our Power Thursdays, we've seen the weaknesses, worked with a lot of teachers, gotten them on board. So I think that we've done a good job. I'm pleased with so far the direction, and we got 3 more weeks when we come back. And of course, we said we'll do the online training. So I think semester 1 has gone off to an awesome start.
I think so. I was a little hesitant